Well, good morning everybody. It's JT Bear coming at you from the floor of my little entryway here because I got an incredibly awesome piece of mail. Let me give you a little bit of backstory about this. While watching one of my videos about growing stevia in aquaponics, a gentleman by the name of Dan Burns was inspired to create something of a small waterfall garden to help enable certain children and individuals that he is working with. Hopefully I'll be able to put a link down to his channel in the description below there. Sometimes my links work, sometimes they don't. I don't know why. But anyway, he was inspired to create this. He got a hold of me, and I have the honor of testing the prototype that he has sent me. And I'm going to do a little communicating with him, and hopefully we can make something out of this project for him. So I am super excited to check this out. Let's get inside that box. Alright, so I am super excited to check this out. Let's just see what's been sent to me here. I gotta say, I'm really quite honored to be doing this, and I'm quite pleased that one of my little YouTube videos has inspired somebody to do anything at all, really. Like I said, I've been communicating with Dan for a while, and this seems like it's a very interesting project, and I really like his motivation, so let's just see what we've got. Alright, so this is the waterfall garden. We've got some peanuts in here. Everything looks like it's been nice and snugly packed away. I'm going to need to get another box for these. Don't need them wandering around the house. Now, if I recall correctly, there will be some lights in here, a hood to hold those, a small fish tank, a pocket to hold the plant, and or maybe a small pump and timer. I'm going to need to go out and get some feeder fish though, because my goldfish aren't going to fit in here. But I can probably go do that this afternoon. Very cool. In here I found a letter. I'm going to take a second and read that before I get too much further into this. We've got the light shroud, LED technology. I always approve of anything that's using LEDs. It's pretty awesome how power smart they are. It's got the timer, the pump, some of the cutest little clay pellets I ever have seen, mounting equipment, hose, the small plant hanger, the fish tank, and the backing for the unit. So I'm going to read what's in here, and then I'll get back to you guys with this. But I have to say, right now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I am amazingly flattered, more than a little bit stunned, and I'm going to check out the contents of the envelope and we'll get back to you. Alright, well, I just read through the instructions here, wonderfully detailed, good job with that. And it all looks like it's going to be pretty straightforward. There are a couple of things that I might do just a little bit differently, but that's because this will be going into my basement and I want even the lights to be controlled. But all in all, it looks like it's a really tight little package. It's got everything it needs to start with. I might choose to go with a beta or perhaps some neons or something a little more decorative, since it's going to be an in-the-house type fish tank. And I've already got an awful lot of goldfish. Thank you very much for sending me this, Dan. I'm very excited to set it up. I'll probably be doing that in the next couple of days once I figure out where I'm going to put this in the house. It's a very, very interesting project. Alright, Dan, well, thank you very much for sending me all of this stuff, and I will definitely get a hold of you today via an email and ask you a few questions about these things. I am going to find a way to put a link down below so you can check out Mr. Dan Burns and what he's got going on with this waterfall garden. Let's take a nice close look at everything that we've got here. So we've got the LED lights. These got the cuts along the back here so you can adjust the height up and down as necessary for your plant. That's very cool. Got some clay pellets. Shouldn't take too much to fill that little pocket, so this will be good. I suspect we're going to be starting with some catmint for this little garden. It's a wonderfully soothing herb and very good in teas. Very good in teas. Plus it has a very just interesting aroma. So I think we'll be starting there. Here we've got the dual timer, so you can set the pump to go on and off at regular intervals. His instructions recommend every half hour, so that's what I'll start with there. And the other plug on this is on 24 hours a day. I'm going to run that to another timer though, just so that the lights are set up for exactly 18 hours a day. I've done a little research in the past, and 18 hours a day is what I want for good green growth. So that's what I'm going to go with. Got a 118 gallon per hour pump, adjustable flow rate. That's good because I don't think it's going to require 118 gallons per hour to run this. But you do have the head height to deal with, so I can see why he would go with that. It's a very cute little pump compared to what I'm used to in the greenhouse, but perfect for a small scale indoor environment. Hose for going up from the pump. Alright, I guess this is the grow pocket then. This is where the clay pebbles are going to go in. I'm going to plant whatever in here. Like I said, probably the catmint first to give it a start. And waterfall will come out this cut in the middle. It's got a drain hole in the bottom just to ensure that it does completely empty in between each cycle. I like that. This looks like Velcro on the back, but it is in fact some, oh, it's by 3M, he told me, and I forgot. But basically it's way, way sturdier than Velcro. Did you hear that snap when it popped into place? Oh, that is some incredibly sturdy stuff. Alright. So here we've got the removable fish tank. I like how it's angled back a little bit to kind of catch a little bit of the splash and prevent any water loss that way. Handles on the side make it nice and easy to pull your fish out and deal with anything if you have to. I think if I was going to make a recommendation on this right off the hop, I might suggest maybe some sort of detachable strap on the side just to keep that in place. Homes with cats, I can easily see how a cat would become very interested and maybe bad at it, discover it moves. Maybe I've just had mean cats. But I would definitely think that is something to consider. We have a dog here, so it's not going to be a problem in our house. Otherwise, I have to say I'm very impressed with this little system. Let me just move the box here, give you guys a slightly better view. Yay, the sun's come back out. I've got better lighting to do this with. Alright, so this is kind of what the little waterfall garden looks like. And I gotta say, this is really cute. I really, really like it. I can see me, maybe sending something like this to my daughter. And that way she can have her own little aquaponic garden and keep interested in that, even though she's not necessarily with me. This is great. I can see applications for this with children perhaps in schools, learning about not only caring for living things, but growing your own food. It's a very low energy thing, so it's not going to do too much damage to the school's electrical budget. I really like how the height of the light is adjustable, and it makes for a nice solid looking unit, and even at its maximum height it's really not that big. That's pretty cool. For people that are interested in keeping bettas already, this would be a nice way to give them a natural filtration for their fish and to take advantage of the aquaponic system without necessarily committing to too much more. A lot of people have mentioned over the years that maybe wives are not so interested in aquaponics because they see all these IBC totes and they get all scared, but this would be really good for helping gentlemen get through that barrier too, and showing maybe more resistant partners that there is a pretty way to do aquaponics too. I think this is a fabulous thing. If memory serves me correctly, there's going to be a Kickstarter for this project in January, and around that time I'm going to be doing an interview with Dan on the live hangout show. It is coming, I promise. The live hangout shows are coming. But I am really excited to share my experiences with him that I've had in the months between now and then, and just see how the project is coming along. This has got a lot of potential, I think, for getting people into aquaponic gardening. Something of a gateway garden, just enough to get them hooked and maybe start thinking about converting the shed or that piece of the backyard. This is great. Alright, so I've got to wrap this up because my camera's looking at me like, dying battery, dying battery. But I am super excited, just in case you haven't noticed that. And thank you so much, Dan, for letting me, well, test pilot your system. This is a really awesome little system. I have to say I'm really flattered to be testing this system. I'm honored that I was able to inspire somebody to create something that is so beautiful when you compare it to my Rubbermaid totes in the backyard. I'm really looking forward to sharing the results with you guys, my viewers, and with you, Dan, as well, and helping you build this into what you're dreaming it can be. Like I said before, I dig your motivation, man, and I want to help you any way I can. So I need to get this set up somewhere, and I need to get myself some decorative fish. Alright, let me know in the comments below over the next couple of days if you think I should go with, like, I don't know, betas or neons, or I don't know. It's been so long since I've looked at decorative fish, I forget what's out there. But anybody who out there who is a fish keeper, you know, you've probably got a lot more species that instantly come to mind for such a small tank. Please get back to me, and wow, super excited. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up before my camera does and say this is JT Bear. Thanks for watching. Dan, this is an awesome project. Everybody, have a fantastic day.